I'm George Flynn, and you're watching In-Depth TV. Today we're going to talk about something that I'll guarantee you've experienced, and it's about stress. It's about stress relief tips. And you say, well, I have a little stress, I have a little stress here. This is for you if you have any type of stress, whether you have this busy lifestyle or kind of relaxed and retired and just, everybody has stress. People have stress with businesses, with their meetings, one right after the other, and firsthand, you know how stressful and exhausting stress can be. But there's also a few tips, surefire formula to make sure that you don't burn out, find yourself sort of helpless, irritable, and just in general unhappy. Stress relief. These tips are for you when you find yourself extra busy and doing things that you know you shouldn't be doing and causing stress in your life. And you say, whenever you say, what are you going to do next? And you say, I don't know. Or, how are you going to do this? I don't know. Stress is going to the top of the list as far as the causes of you not being able to make decisions about what to do next. First thing, eat healthy and exercise. Now I know, you said to yourself, eat healthy, and everybody says that. Well, it's easy to want to get out of bed and get right to it, whatever it is, whether it's work or whether it's going on vacation or whether it's anything. Going on vacation can be very stressful. So I want you to know, getting out of bed, getting right to it, whether it's work or play or getting kids to school, skipping meals, grabbing fast food, and saying, I just don't have time to exercise. This is you're too busy, way too busy. But if you can start every day off just right, with the healthy food, plenty of water, and just enough exercise, this is essential to success and stress relief. You know, if you're taking a trip in a car and you've got this great car and you're going to go on this trip, this lovely trip with it, would you put the cheapest gas, the wrong kind of gas? Would you put the wrong octane? Would you put that in the car? Well, of course you wouldn't. It'd be tough on your engine. You'd hear knocks. The engine may even quit. Remember, your physical body is an engine. Now, your mother told you breakfast was the most important meal of the day. And it is. Consider it. The times when you feel stressed or depressed, were you eating unhealthy? Those processed foods? Eating a lot of sugar? Drinking too much alcohol? Maybe even smoking? Not drinking enough water? And avoiding exercise because at the end of the day you just say, take a deep breath. I'm just so tired. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's what you tell yourself. That deep breath is anxiety. That telling yourself that you just can't do anything more, that is your body telling you, or you telling your body, hey, we're done. We're done for the day, but we are not really done. Your body may want to get rid of some of that energy. Pay attention. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to what it needs. Avoid rewarding yourself for working hard. Say, I work so hard, I need this hamburger, cheeseburger, French fries, ice cream. I just need it because this is my reward for working so hard. Well, it's not exactly, doesn't work that way. I understand the temptation, but it's important to not give in to that temptation. You'll experience joy, pleasure, and greater mental clarity if you just eat right and get more exercise. Another thing is to have clearly defined goals. When you have clear goals, you have a clear direction where you're headed. And if you're a busy person, having this clear goal will really help you save time, be more efficient, be more effective, and help you help other people. One of the best methods of goal setting, and we've talked about this before, is to have SMART goals. And to refresh your memory, SMART goals are specific goals, they're measurable, they're actually attainable, they're relevant, and they have a time limit on them. So SMART. Specific is S. The goal has to be measurable. You have to say, okay, did I meet the goal or not? It's got to have a measurable outcome. Is it really attainable? Can you say something that's not attainable? You know if it's attainable or not. Is the goal relevant? Does it help you, help other people? What does it do? And is it time specific? When are you going to meet this goal? The more specific, the more likely you are to achieve these SMART goals. And it's easier to break them down into smaller parts. With that level of clarity, it's easy to break down goals and say, well, what would actually be required for me to achieve this goal? How many hours would it take? Once you've identified the things that are most important to accomplish first, then you schedule those and then set aside the rest for later. These clear goals make it easy for you to say no to other things. If you've got a goal and you've got so much time to get it done, someone else says, could you just spend an hour doing this or an hour or 2 hours doing this? It makes it easy to say no. You say, no, I've got this to do and this to do by this time. So it makes it easy for you to say no to these things that are always coming up in your life, and you know what they are. These things always come up, and they're not helping you get to your goals. They may not even be helping someone else get to their goals. But you're ambitious. You want things to happen. It's very hard to say no to opportunities. But I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. And I want you to be successful in obtaining your goals. So you have to get real good at saying no to other activities that don't further your goals. And there are other time stealers, thieves of time, that don't have a high payoff. Remember, there's a rule that we've talked about called the 80-20 rule. 80-20. 80% of our productivity, 80% of everything that we get in life comes from, you ready for this? 20% of your efforts. So that 20% of your efforts give you 80% of the things in life that you get. The key to being more efficient is to focus on the 20% that gets you closer to your outcome, to your goal, to where you're going. And clear goals, they make saying no less stressful. One way I've found to be able to say no, say no to their desires, it's not against you, it's for me. Say no so good so that you can say yes to the great. Because the great ideas, and you'll recognize them, the ones that help you get to where you want to be, and that's not selfish. When you get to where you want to be, you can help more people get to where they want to be. It's not the other way around. You've got to get where you want to be first so that you can have the money, the time, and the resources to help other people get to where they want to be. So it's not selfish at all. It is for you to get to your place where you can help others get to their places. One other thing you might consider is being grateful. Look for the good in every situation, even those situations that you normally would say, man, that's one of the worst things that ever happened. I've never had anything that bad, or it's so negative. I just don't want it anymore. I can't stand any more negative. Look for the good. It's very easy to find fault. It's easy to be disappointed and get upset at everybody else when things don't go our way. It's very easy. I mean, you've had it. But if you're mindful, we're all in this together. None of us is perfect. It allows you to appreciate the differences in someone else, me, your friends, people in church, your neighbors. So just remember, nobody's perfect. And just keep that in mind, because people are just doing their best with the knowledge that they have right now. Accept things for what they are. Now, I used to hear the term, what it is what it is. I never really understood it. But accept things where they are, what they are, and be grateful for every piece of feedback, every amount of effort put in, every opportunity given, and every opportunity missed. Sometimes missing an opportunity is the best thing that can happen to you, because you never know what would have happened had you succeeded in that opportunity. Might have been a car wreck. Might have been an airplane crash. Who knows? But just find the good in everything that you look for. Have a little bit more positive outlook on the big and the small events in your life, and that will tremendously reduce the stress that you can have going further. Just remember of that attitude of gratitude. Focus on the positive in every situation. It's not easy. It can become so. It'll become a habit. Learning to look at your losses, or what we best refer to as lessons, life lessons. These are opportunities for growth, and they allow you to keep your spirits high. So look at those as opportunities for growth rather than losses. When you have a growth and learning on top of mind, you're less stressed, which it gives you more energy to focus on what you've learned and what you can do with this new information. It leads to more opportunities for you. Now, I want you to have a good life. I want you to remember that you're in charge of the way you think. You're in charge of the stresses that you have. And something may happen out there, but it's your reaction to it. It's what's happening in your head, your reaction to an event outside of you. That is either the stressor or the de-stressor. I want you to have as stress-free a life as you can have, and I hope you'll listen to these and take these suggestions into account, where that you can face anything that happens, find the good in it, and learn the lesson, and move on to a higher self. I'm George Flynn. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.